2099, 03, 02. I'm not really sure. So this is my nephew's van. We're gonna take it for a ride. And why is my flash on? Flash off. Okay. Oh, this is not even the right key. So yeah, 2000, early 2000s, I believe. Pontiac, Montana. Oh. As you can hear, actually, it doesn't sound too bad. We have a little bit of an exhaust leak. I guess it's hanging down a little bit. We're going to take her to the shop. Not as bad as I thought, actually. ABS is on, check engine oil. Okay. We're going to take it to the shop and try to fix the exhaust on it. Yeah, I might give her a little bit of a checksy doodle too. I haven't drove the old Montana in a while. Done some work to it a couple years ago. I don't even remember what I did, but Mark! Yeah, she got a little bit of a rumble to her. So she's got the old 3.4. We have a replacement muffler in the back, I hope. This guy has an absolute treasure trove of square bodies. Oh, I could just go in there and live in there. Nice guy, by the way, too. Alright, so uh-oh. You got a Rumble Performance muffler. That was going to make the old Montana sound pretty loud. I don't know if we're going to do that. Maybe we could just fix the old exhaust. Welcome to Illinois. Oh, it's not even broke. Oh, so it broke up there. That's why it's hanging sideways. Okay. Okay, so kind of jumped ahead on you guys. It looks like he is going to be getting that muffler. It's a little bit long. The original one's a little bit longer, but as you can see, yeah, this thing's toast. So we're going to cut it from here, do some 2 1/4, and make it reach out to where the new one will actually reach. Weld it there, and then I got to cut this, and then weld this back on to the new one. So yeah. No fixing it. Sorry, welcome to Illinois. But check this out, speaking of welcome to Illinois. We're going to be doing some more work. Yuck. That is not good. Probably while we got it up in the air, I'm going to tell them about this and see if we can change out on these lower control arms, because they are bad. And, yep. So that was a bad cut there. Don't look at that. But yeah, so I'm going to see if I could just pull this out. Hopefully this resonator will fit through this little space, but if not, I'm going to have to cut it right there. So right next to that weld, or what used to be a weld. All right, so a little bit of an update. There's the resonator. What I had to do was cut it after the hanger. Had a little coupler I had to do there, to a 2 1/4 ID to a 2 1/4 OD. Then did another patch there, but I think that'll be all right. Still haven't cleaned this up, but from here I'm going to go ahead and tack all of these points, get enough to where it'll hold, and then take it out from up there, hang it down so then I can get more access to welding. And then yeah, I think I can get, this is kind of rusty, but I think there's enough there to where I can tack and get that on there instead of using a clamp. But yep, we'll come back when I get it all tacked. All right, guys, so be nice to me. I'm not the greatest welder in the world, but I can make stuff happen. So here we go. I got everything tacked to where it should be. As it's set up there, had it all perfect. Went ahead, put some tacks on it. So this part is so easy to just weld all the way around. I mean, you could do that all day long. Even a bad welder like me. I'm not too bad of a welder. But now all I gotta do is clean this up. I think this will be fine just to get a weld to. I do have a clamp. I don't know, I might just clamp that side. And instead of doing something like this down here. Bird poop, bad. But yeah, leave it down in the comments and tell me what I'm doing wrong with my welding if you want to. That's fine. And we are, I don't know if I did a short on this, but we are going to change out on this control arm, actually both of them. And we also have a broken sway bar link, which isn't the end of the world. It's broken sway bar actually. Isn't the end of the world, but I mean, it does help it from swaying, so it is a little bit of a safety concern. But yeah, I didn't bring a tripod, so I can't show you me butchering these welds, but we'll come back after I'm done and I'll show you how my welds turned it out. And I don't know, I might just weld that up there too. I don't know. Okay, so once again, be kind or critique me, I don't care, whatever. I can weld good enough to get home. Bird poop, bird poop. That's a pretty decent weld. But anyways, yeah, we bird pooped it up. Got it all nice and welded. Eee, yucky. But yep, now all we got to do is clean that up, and then I think I'm just going to clamp it. I'm probably going to have a hard time. Probably just going to shoot right through this because of all the rust. One thing I can tell you guys, if you're just starting out welding, or if you've been welding for years, whatever, surface prep, kind of like painting, it's the whole key. You want to get your electrons to flow as best as possible. I mean, even just cleaning up a little part of that and sticking your ground plug on it sometimes isn't the best because it can move and all that. You want to get a good electron flow. So I think we're going to do really good there, and we're just going to go ahead and clamp that. So final step, let's go ahead and do it. So there it is. Horrible welds. They're chunky though, and they will hold. So, yep, everything's looking pretty good and pretty straight. So, yep, let's go ahead and throw that clamp onto there. You can take a break for now. Thank you. I guess there's one thing I didn't really mention before. If you don't have a welder, you could do all of this with clamps. You just get your pieces that fit properly, make sure you have enough overhang, and just use a bunch of clamps. Not very super ideal, but it'll get you by. As long as all of your hangers are proper from the factory, you should be all right. But here is one of the clamps. Basically, it's just a U-bolt with a circular style bracket clamp that goes over it. You put one side around here. I'll show you. I think I can do this with one hand. So basically, take your U-bolt, put it over that like that, and then this little piece just kind of goes in there, and then you put your nuts on there, and then Bob's your auntie. So I'm going to go ahead and get this tightened and then bring you back. Okay, so just like that, remember you want to have enough tube through your coupler here to make sure that this is actually going to grasp onto both of them. And this works for, you know, any type of aftermarket muffler. You want to throw some cherry bombs or some Flowmasters on your ride. It's not that hard. All you got to do is figure out how to cut the pipe. Sawzall works great. Extra pair of hands works good to hold on to it so you're not vibrating everywhere. Grinder with a big cutting disc on it works beautifully. And yeah, something you could do at home and make your rig sound pretty cool. This is just supposed to be not a turbo muffler, but he got a turbo muffler, so I'm kind of interested to see how the 3.4 is going to sound with it. But yeah, pretty much easy as pie. Now all we do is tighten these till they're guten tight, and then we are done from here on out. You can take some muffler dope, they call it. Comes in a gray tube, and put it all around your welds and stuff. But I did such a good job welding that I know I'm not going to have to do that. But if you get any leaks, that muffler dope works great. So, yep, tighten that, bring this down, and we're going to do a first start and see how it actually sounds. It's a beautiful day out. I'm always stuck in here, but that's fine. Fairly sure they are a 15. Maybe they're not a 15. Oh, those are 14s. Damn it. 9/16. Yep. Now you'll kind of see it start to indent and kind of squish. So that's when you know you're about there. All right. I'd say that's pretty dang good. It ain't going nowhere. Alrighty, let's see how it sounds. Okay, geez. So here we go, first startup. Woo, it sounds really good. That's good enough, we'll just crawl. Not a single leak. Sounding good, looking good. There you go. Easy as that, easy as pie. There it is. Pretty easy, pretty cut and dry. But for anybody who owns one of these old Montanas or any of these old vehicles that have the 3.4 in it, we'll run through a couple things. These are an older engine. I've always liked the 3.4. They're getting a little bit obsolete. For buying one with a lot of miles, if you start one of these up and you hear a little bit of a tapping, these have what's called piston slap. And it's pretty prevalent through the 3.1s and the 3.4s. But they do, you know, most of them do have their issues. Upper intake manifold, head gasket, stuff like that. But yeah, overall, not too bad of a engine. These old Montanas, these things are getting scarce, especially up here in the Midwest. You don't see them too often. And yeah, I mean, they're a family car. They're drove all year round, you know. We have such a bad winter up here with salt and everything. It just eats these things alive. And these dustbuster styles, I've always had this plastic along here, and that just holds salt and stuff like that. So just a little tip on these. Hope you like the video. Like and subscribe for more. I do a lot of auto. I also do audio. So if you see me post an audio thing, don't worry. I'm going to do auto too. And vice versa. If you like my audio and I don't do auto, well, either way. We'll keep you both happy. But hope you learned something. Hope it helped you out with your exhaust. And yeah, this goes for not just this Pontiac. The procedure I did to do the exhaust, I mean, you could do it on just about any vehicle. It's a lot easier the higher up off the ground you can get the vehicle, but like it. This is my at-work bench. It's a bit different than my at-home bench. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Get out there and enjoy summer. And yeah, we'll see you. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for everything. Bye. We gotta give her a rev and see how she sounds. Sounds like turbo to me. Get back here. Appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.